Have you heard of the 168 intermittent fasting method? Do you know that it can easily lose weight and make you younger and healthier? Let's talk about 168 intermittent fasting today. Introduction. The popular 168 intermittent fasting practice is to fast for 16 hours a day, and focus on eating food within 8 hours. Through this kind of light fasting, after 16 hours of fasting, the body has the opportunity to further break down fat, thereby achieving the effect of weight loss. Further explanations. Generally speaking, because the body will preferentially use the carbohydrates, sugars, we usually eat, the mode of 3 meals a day usually only burns fat while sleeping. During fasting, any vegetables, fruits, snacks, as long as they contain sugar will not work. The total amount of food eaten may not have to be changed, but the time to eat is concentrated. Many people will find it difficult for office workers to execute, but if you can resist having brunch at 12 o'clock during the day and dinner at 8 o'clock in the evening, such an arrangement will be easy to achieve. If the first meal is taken at 12 o'clock noon and the second meal is taken at 6 p.m., it will become a more active 186 fasting, and the effect will be even better. The advantages of 168 fasting method are 1. Easy to execute. 2. Can be long-term execution. 3. Low entry barrier. 4. No need to reduce total calorie intake, but will naturally reduce total calorie intake if you do not change the size of each meal. When you start fasting, you will feel very hungry, but your body will adjust automatically, usually after a week. If you cannot stand for hungry, fast for 14 hours at first. But please be noted, 168 fasting is not suitable for people with stomach ulcers, or students, people who work physically, and pregnant and breastfeeding women, because their bodies need more carbohydrates and calories. Another point is also very important, that is, in the 8-hour eating window, you should not eat as much as you want, and you must maintain a fasting state between 2 meals as you can. The main reason is not just to control the total calories. What's more important is to keep insulin secretion as low as possible. Every time you eat, insulin rises immediately to suppress blood sugar and store it as glycogen and fat. The secretion of insulin is mainly stimulated by various foods, the most important source of which is sugar. The function of insulin is to combine small molecules with simple structures into more complex macromolecules to store energy and build tissues, which is called assimilation and synthesis. Blood sugar is sent to cells for use by cells, thus reducing blood sugar and synthesizing glycogen, spare sugar, promoting muscle growth, protein synthesis, and promoting fatty acid storage, lipid regeneration. Basically, insulin and glucagon work together and balance each other, so insulin increases and glucagon decreases, and vice versa. Insulin increases energy storage and promotes protein production, while glucagon promotes the release of energy, glucose and fatty acids. Among them, insulin is the leading role. People who lose weight can adjust their diet to reduce the secretion of insulin, so that glucagon jumps on the stage, and promotes the decomposition of fat to achieve the effect of losing weight. Glucagon is secreted when blood sugar decreases and insulin decreases, which can increase blood sugar and maintain blood sugar stability. It decomposes macromolecules into small molecules through decomposition, that is, dissimilation, and decomposition, usually breaks down the reserve energy stored in the body for the body to use. It mainly acts on lipolysis, decomposing fat, of adipose tissue, and it can also decompose glycogen in the liver to cause glycogenesis to increase blood sugar, lipolysis and ketosis. Professor Yoshinori Osumi, a Japanese scientist, won the Nobel Prize in Medicine in 2016 after his research, because he found that if humans stop eating and maintain hunger in time, they may be able to treat some diseases. The main reason is that fasting causes cells in the body to undergo autophagy. Yoshinori Osumi found that he could starve cells by fasting, and then stimulate the body to decompose harmful cells. Because cells lack energy supply and nutrition, they will maintain their own life by degrading their own unnecessary nutrients and energy, so they eat useless or harmful substances such as toxic proteins in cells for energy, which also makes cells live longer and inflammation in the body is reduced. It turns out that when you fast, your cells live longer and produce more energy. Therefore, under the research of Yoshinori Osumi, if humans choose intermittent fasting, it can help the self-cleaning of the body, which can speed up metabolism, help lose weight, and also help health a lot, such as reducing risk of heart disease, neurological disease and diabetes. It is also known to be used to treat dementia. In a word, intermittent fasting not only helps to reduce the accumulation of fat, but also makes the body healthier and younger through the mechanism of autophagy. And the food choices during eating should be as balanced and healthy as possible, maintaining a low-carb diet. I believe it can make your body healthy and slim. I hope that through the introduction of this video, it can inspire you to maintain good eating habits and achieve a healthier and happier life. Thank you very much for listening.